Good morning, folks. Another beautiful day. I am on my way back to my church to pick up something that I left, and then I gotta head to a client whose security cameras are acting up. So it's been probably over a year since they've been installed, so just gonna do some maintenance and then just verify what's going on. There was a heavy rain over there, no pun intended on the game, but I need to go and check to make sure everything is in decency and order, and if not, I have to rewire some stuff. Also, this is going to be a short vlog because it is daddy-daughter day, so instead of me doing some videos like I normally do at night, it's going to be the whole day is dedicated for daddy-daughter time. So let's get my regular work done and then gonna party with the little one. Alright, so I am here. One of my clients is saying that the security cameras were flickering back and forth last night. Now, there was a heavy rain, like I was saying earlier, so just gonna go up under here, and I'm using some unifi switches cameras, which is the exact same thing that I have at my mom's, and my mom literally has the exact same setup. So I just need to verify. Now, the switch I have outside is rated to be outside an outdoor switch, and it's waterproof. So I just need to check to make sure there's no damage like that. See, now that tells you how long it's been since I've been here. I actually already moved this inside, so I gotta go back in the crawl space. So there's nothing out here exposed. So what I'm gonna do is just look at the connections, make sure there's no water there. But that makes it easy. So checking all the connections, and everything is good from here, from the outside. So the only thing else I have is to crawl in the crawl space and just verify what's down there. And I left my flashlight at home, so I'm gonna have to use my phone. Oh, yeah, and it turned off, so that's good. All right, let's get up in here now. All right, so here we go. Here's the switch that I just have it hanging from the, so it's not on the floor in any way. And there's a spider right behind there. Cool. Worst case scenario, I could re-terminate this, but it doesn't look like that's a problem either. So if I unplug this, just want to look for damage. All right, there's no damage there, so no water damage in any way, shape, or form. And since it's PoE, the power went out. Alright, power reestablished. So let's pop all this stuff open, see if anything is inside of here. Looking in here, no damage, but there is something on this cable. So let me pop this one out. Alright, so I verified it. There's nothing really the matter. It's up and out of the way. So, and there's no way for water to get to it. There's no damage on the inside. I'm pulling up everything. So I really have no idea what it could be. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to run a firmware update on that just to make sure that's working fine, because that is a router, but it's running as a switch. So it's pulling from the ISP, pulling this cable all the way over here, and this actually is going to the front camera, and this is the power in to here. So I don't see any issue. Now, technically, could I take these up off the ground and tack them up? Yeah, but I mean, there's nothing here, so I'm just verifying that something's not gnawing on the cable, but I don't think that's an issue. So again, that cable's running over, and then this is the one that's going upstairs and feeding through into the office. So nothing. So let me get up out of here, because there's nothing under here for me to do. Yay. My knee. Ow. Oh my gosh. This is why, if you have to run wires, it's always the best to do it during new construction. Alright, so I am finished here, and thankfully it was something really simple. So what happened is my client ended up getting a Fire TV that was connected over Wi-Fi, and for whatever reason the cameras that the Raspberry Pis were hard coded with an IP address, and what happened was the router gave the IP address to the TV, so the TV and the security camera system viewer were conflicting with each other. But still did a site inspection, everything is working fine, all the cameras are fine, all the routers are fine, updated the firmware, but pretty much all I really had to do was I ended up having an extra switch. So I just took the switch and hooked up the TV to a hardwire connection, so that way it shouldn't have that conflicting type of situation, as well as change the IP address to not go in that range, so that if some new device came in there, it wouldn't conflict again. So that's good. It really didn't have nothing major. Didn't like crawling up under the crawl space, but hey, such is the nature of things. Everything was working out. So I am heading to the church to finish up the wiring on the TV upstairs that was kind of jacked up. I'm gonna put plate on the wall, make a proper outlet and cover and everything that goes in the wall, instead of it just being just a random hole in the wall with wires through it. Actually, I need to probably go back by Lowe's or something while I'm over here, and I need to get 2 more composite cables because their DVD player is using component, and whoever hooked it up was only using the yellow, red, and white. So I need 2 more cables to get that working, and I'll terminate everything, make it look all nice and neat, then replace the cables that were left over that I didn't finish because I didn't have with me when I was doing the wiring for the TV to the computer as a second screen. And I think that is it. And what I'm probably going to do is, after my daughter's nap, I'm going to pick her up early, and then we might go to the park before we head home. And that'll be the end of the day, because like I said at the beginning, today is daddy-daughter time, so we just going to afternoon get all my stuff done, and then we just going to play, and might even go see Lion King. I don't know. It all depends on what time it is. So got stuff all over my face. Anyway, let's get on here and head on to project number 2 for the day. It's amazing just how much you actually can do at your church during the week. So this is day 3, and I'm here already with continued work. So hey, it never ends. So again, the main thing that we got going on here is properly set up the stuff that's upstairs, change out these cables here in the media booth, which I have a book bag full of other supplies that I'm gonna do. And then what I left off yesterday was doing the promo on how to make a promo birthday or anniversary announcements for the church. So once I get that set up, I'll be able to record that. So let's head upstairs. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if I can turn everything on here. All right, so obviously I can't record on my camera and do this at the same time, but the activation of turning on the lights is on. So that makes it cool. I actually scared everybody at choir rehearsal when I did that. They thought it was cool, but then they're like, oh no, it's recording my voice, it's doing this. Hey, such is the nature of advancement. It's easier to do this than it is to cut holes in the wall and rerun wires and redo the electricity and all that stuff like that. So this just makes it easier. Now I really got to think through the scheduling of the process so that it can be done very easily. And maybe if I have enough time, I'll actually do the button stuff with IFTTT, which I didn't do yesterday. All right, so pretty much what I need to do is actually have this TV hooked up with an HDMI here. So we have an extra extender that's going to run here, a coupler that's going to actually plug these together, and then I will connect it here. Alright, so I already had this extra cable with the coupler, which makes this really simple to do. So inside of here is just the coupler that plugs in here. Plug this into the computer here, and then this extra cable, which is dangling down there, will be just connected. Alright, that's really it. The other monitor is showing up, and I need my camera so you can actually see that. Alright, so from here, let's go ahead and switch the input on our TV. And there's monitor number 2. So if I come over here, real simple. So what I'm going to do is when I'm done with this, I am going to switch back and have do the birthday promo stuff here. So I'll do that once I did all this, because honestly this is all I needed to do here. So I'm mainly going to widen these holes and put a plate similar to this on here, and then widening the one here and just putting a brush that can pass all the cables through in here. And again, somebody ran this cable and it comes all the way up and then over here. So I'm not 100% sure why they have that like that, but anyway, we're going to fix that all up. See, a lot cleaner now just for this one. And I'm gonna put a jack down here as well for the HDMI. I need to do a pull string so I can get this stuff down here. Alright, so I just had some pull string, connected it to the existing cable, just pushed it down because I got more than enough length, and just pulled it through. Now I had 2 HDMI cables, but have that one can actually reach, so I'm good to go. All I gotta do is secure this, widen that, and be good. Alright, all done. I need to get something else to cover that up, another pass-through, which I don't have. But everything else is a lot more cleaned up, if you can see it over there. Now back to the media booth. Alright, so I'm going to end the day after being very productive, and like I said, we got daddy-daughter time going on. Right, baby?
Yes.
Say bye-bye to everybody.
Bye-bye.